Moving on for the last quick shot, we got a lot of them today, but for the last quick shot, we got the PS Plus games for July. They were finally announced. A good place I like to go is PlayStation Grenade. They always got the videos that come out early, let you know. These were also introduced on the PlayStation blog. But we have 3 solid titles. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And then we have WWE Battlegrounds. And then the one that I was interested in because I actually was, watching the gameplay and I was like, okay, damn, this looks like it might be kind of a cool game to play. Almost not quite like your Elysium, but sort of similar in a fashion. But it's Plague Tale. Yeah, so in a sense or whatever. So I know that one's supposed to be PS4 right now, but they're giving you the PS5 upgrade when it comes out, like day one or whatever. But right. It's basically, I guess, the story of a girl and a little boy or something like that, and then they're going through this town trying to avoid like the cops or whatever, and the almost on like some. I wouldn't even say thief, like Dishonored or something like that. You're trying to avoid guards and stuff, so you're doing a lot of stealth. And then you're utilizing like fire, rats, to help you get past obstacles or whatever, puzzles in a sense.
Yeah, this game always felt more like a puzzle game to me than like an action RPG or like an action adventure, kind of like what you're listing out, like a Last of Us 2 action adventure.
Right.
Where it has like a Last of Us kind of feel and look, right? You're saying over the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's very narrative. You're like talking and avoiding but it always felt very puzzle-like, where you're trying to use your powers to like get through places or move forward.
You can't attack, unique. So you're just trying to get around them.
Right.
So you're trying to like, okay, how can I get by this person? That's the puzzle.
Right.
So can I use rats? Can I use my slingshot to make noise over here?
Right.
And then run over here.
It's like you have powers and abilities that we would normally associate with like an action oriented game,
right?
But they're not really necessarily used in an action sense. Although I do think there's boss fights, if I remember right. There's boss fights in this game,
right? There are boss fights, but I felt like there was other ways to get around it. Yes, they're very much
puzzly too. Even when you fight them, it's more like very puzzle-like.
Right,
exactly.
Right.
It's not like a health bar, right? You're trying to like chip down by fighting.
Right.
It's more so
but
like
you're just trying to outsmart it or something.
It's
like
more
that,
strategic and methodical in solving how to fight the boss. A lot of people loved this game when it came out. I'm looking at it right now. I remember it when it came out, and I always wanted to play it, but I avoided it. Because I just thought it was like, wow, that's just different. It looked indie to me. I don't think it's indie, but like it looked indie to me, and so I was hesitant to pay the whole full $1 price tag, kind of like my whole complaint with Returnal and stuff.
Right.
And so I was kind of hesitant to get involved into it. But if you go on Metacritic, it had an 81 from critics, but an 8.5 from users. It's very rare when the users is like
really
not much higher than the critic score. Usually the users hate it more than the critics do. And this one they liked quite a bit more. That's really high for users.
Okay.
And people really, really liked it. It's about, from what I've noticed, a 12 to 15 hour game.
Oh, okay.
Right? So like a Ratchet and
Clank
length.
Amount.
Yeah, like a little bit, a little shorter, but solid amount. Perfect, in my opinion. When I read that, I want to play it now.
Yeah.
When I read that this is a 12 to 15 hour game, it's like, oh, that's perfect, dude. Like I could finish that on a weekend, or a week, a few nights. If you're out a couple hours a night, you're going to finish that. Like you're going to feel like you made progress and you finished a game. So like that's really, really, all these things really make me want to play it. And now it's free, so I don't have to worry about the price tag anymore.
Right.
So that's probably the biggest one. And this is the PS5 version.
Right.
So it has all the bells and whistles that come along with the PS5. So this is the one that you definitely want to buy. So pick this one up. Daniel, my brother-in-law, you just got PlayStation Plus. Finally, you joined the membership, man.
Really?
Make sure you snag this.
Just now
joined it
Plus?
last month, I think.
Damn, man.
First time
he
he's ever
missed out on a lot of stuff, dude.
A lot of stuff, man. Like my library is so massive because of PS Plus.
Yeah, I just go through and I'm like, oh, damn, I got this one?
Whenever I'm looking for a new game, man, let me go to my library. Yeah. I'm sure I got something there I haven't played yet. Like, that's what I did with Biohazard. Resident Evil.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I have that. Actually, I own that.
Right.
It's like, oh, I own that game, but I've never even played it.
Yeah, it's like, oh damn,
It's
I
like-
remember hearing that one. It's it's
like
in my
crazy,
library.
right? Yeah, so it's like, that's all. It's like, so I'm telling you, man, grab this one. This is really cool because he's really a big fan of like Last of Us, and you know, he's also a big fan of those games. So I think he'd really get a kick out of this.
Yeah, I think my boy Browns would probably like this one too because it seems like a story-driven game. So,
Absolutely, yeah, with that over-the-shoulder kind of like.
Yeah,
you know.
hopefully the gameplay is good, but like I think as long as majority of them are stories and they have good stories, you know, to drive them, then it's worthwhile playing.
Right.
And the fact that it's free 99, you can't really beat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, Control did a little better than this from Metacritic. It had an 82.
Okay.
Where Plague had 81. But in my opinion, Control is closer to a 9, in my opinion. So sometimes these games can be even better. So I'm hoping that happens here is what I'm basically trying to say.
Right.
Is I'm hoping if I play this, because I got Control for free.
Right.
And I just slapped it on and I ended up adoring it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that could happen here. Like I end up just going, wow, my jaw's
like,
dropped.
man,
I'm so shocked how
you put me on. Yeah,
thank you,
you know what
man.
I mean?
Like, this is great. Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna find some time to put that in, you know, maybe after one of those frustrating sessions of Returnal, trying to beat that, you know, I might go ahead and
take
slide
a break,
that in
right? And slide into that.
you
Yeah.
know, and do that and see what's going on with that. But that's it for the quick shots.
I got you, me.